Welcome, sir.
Good morning.
Good to see you.
So do I.
Yeah. Did you get in okay? Parking was okay?
Parking was fine.
Yeah. When I first got on the job, the first week, I had taken down a lot of the pictures from the mayor's office. We've had them in boxes. We brought them in here, and I had them along the wall. Governor Patrick came down the hall, and he was looking at the pictures, and they were all of Worcester. You know, the mayor of Worcester had been working with 11 city councilors to 160 state representatives and 40 state senators, so you get 200 people in the legislature.
It's wonderful. When I first met you, I saw in you some signs of dynamism.
Oh,
I said, this young man who broke places.
oh, thank you. That's kind
And
of
I'm
you.
happy my predictions come true.
Well, you had a lot-
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
We had a good team of people that worked hard.
Yeah.
So what's new in Cameroon?
We have just had our independence
Mm-hmm.
less than 50 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And we have much to learn. That's why I'm here again, to visit many of the cities.
Yeah.
In the course of my tour, I will learn, I will see the people who matter. And our first meeting, this second one is more successful than the first one.
Yeah.
And in Cameroon, we're beginning.
Well,
And to begin, you have to know those who have gone before you and those on top.
yeah.
And they have to discover how they went on.
Mm-hmm.
And what were the difficulties, how did they survive, how did they solve their problems to reach where they are.
Mm-hmm.
And to get a good beginning, we have to start by knowing what you've done and how you've gone to the success you are now enjoying.
Well,
In Cameroon, we don't expect much after 50 years of independence. And as a traditional ruler in a modern society,
mm-hmm.
I have to get much from America through my visits and making friends.
Right.
Since my children and my subjects have made friends here, and I'm happy with their stay here. I want to know where they live, the people with whom they associate,
Yeah.
and how they live. Probably copy from that. Only such union can make greater progress. So I'm on a small fact-finding tour,
Yeah.
and tourism tour here is very improved.
Mm-hmm.
I have, after my first visit, we built a museum,
Mm-hmm.
and we got to a stage where we need to know more about the running of a museum, because we thought we were doing a very great thing when we put up the structures and put up the artifacts. The maintenance, the management of the museum and funding became a problem. There are other touristic sites we need to improve. And we ought to prepare for Americans who also visit. They have to make a return visit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't come here all alone all the time. The friends we have here,
Come home.
they should come and see where I come from.
There you go, boss. Put it to the king. Thank you for your kindness and support. Like John Adams, we both now have a Boston and Worcester connection. All the best to the people of Cameroon from the citizens of Massachusetts. Yours truly, Lieutenant Governor Tim Murray.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
very much. Thank you.
David McCullough,
Thank you.
who's the author of that book,
All right.
also wrote a pretty famous book about Harry Truman, who was the vice president.
The nature of the country, but the persons, the educating our children.
Education is the key. Before you go, I want to make sure on the way out we let you see the governor's office.
Oh,
So it's right down the hall. Would you like to see?
all right.
Yeah. He's not in today, but like I said, he's
Well,
out.
I've seen the deputy governor, so I've seen him. The deputy governor decorates his office with greetings.
Thank you.
Greetings from Amanda.
All right. Nice.
Cameroon,
It's great.
handicraft.
We'll find a spot for it on the wall in here.
Yeah.
Governor of the state of Massachusetts, Deval Patrick.
Picked this tradition when there's a new governor, they decide which portrait they would like to have hung over the fireplace. And he chose Governor Andrew because he was the governor of Massachusetts during the Civil War. And the story is, in the Civil War, there was a famous regiment, military regiment from Massachusetts, which was all black soldiers. And it was the first regiment of black soldiers in the Union Army, and it started because there was a neighborhood that was down the street in the 1850s and 60s that was black merchants. One day, right before Thanksgiving, I think one of the merchants came up and invited the governor to come spend Thanksgiving dinner with him. And from there he said, if you were interested, they told the governor that there would be freed slaves and people who would be interested in serving in the Union Army, and that's where he got the idea. And the famous monument that's at the bottom, right across from the Common, talks about that regiment. So that's why he put Governor Andrew there. So, and then this picture over here, excuse me, that's it, is Governor Patrick, the day we got sworn in.
Wow.
This is Douglas Wilder, who was the first
Yeah.
African-American governor in the United States. And so he came up for the swearing in when we got sworn in and Governor Patrick got sworn in. Only the second. So, who knows? Sure now, if we could have our first African-American president-elect. And the Bible that he took the oath on was the Mendi Bible. And the story of the Mendi Bible is that it was the Amistad John Quincy Adams, the son of John Adams, argued there was a slave boat, and the slaves revolted and took over the boat. And there was a movie made out of it in the book, but John Quincy Adams tried the case and the slaves were freed. And as a present to John Quincy Adams, they gave him that Bible, which is at the Historical Archives, and they took it up. They took it out especially that day so the governor could take the oath of office on it. So, a little history.
I know. A lot of history.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I didn't go to Harvard.
Oh, no.
I didn't get in.
We know men by what they do,
Yeah.
not necessarily
Where they
by
come
their
from.
education. And of course, those governors, those forefathers, your founders, they didn't go to Harvard.
That's true.
They wrote.
1, 2. Is that?
Okay, that's good. My name is.
And this is just recording.
Do a little panoramic view, Matt. Pleasure.
Wish you luck.
Yes, thank you, and enjoy your time here.